Stop clowning around.
Yeah. Oh.
That job's taken.
Good morning, Sacramento Center for Spiritual Living and everyone listening online. We're so happy to have you with us this morning. We're going to start with this song to get the mood going.
It's a place I often go. I can find peace and rest my soul. Come on, everybody, I'll meet you there. It's a place that clears my mind. It's so close, it's hard to find. Come on, everybody, I'll meet you there. I'll meet you in the morning before the world begins. Give up the same old story and start all over again. I'll meet you there. It's a feeling I can't describe. Destination that we'll recognize. Come on, everybody, I'll meet you there. It's a gift that gives most. It's highway and know it's a place to go. Come on, everybody, I'll meet you there. I'll meet you in the morning before the world begins. Give up the same old story and start all over again. I'll meet you there. Deep down inside, I'll meet you there. Where we can fly, I'll meet you there. Take it from the heart, I'll meet you there. That's the place to start. Oh, let's take this party to the street. Shake it up and move our feet. Come on, everybody, I'll meet you there. Come on, everybody, I'll meet you there. Come on, everybody, I'll meet you there.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Good morning. Oh my goodness. You all look so beautiful. I'm totally clowning around here. Yeah. Oh, and you look familiar.
Vaguely.
Oh my gosh. This is so fun. Welcome. And if Susan Overland is watching, we want to say congratulations to her dual ordination as a chaplain that we were a part of yesterday in Berkeley. So congratulations, Susan. And that was really wonderful. So we're going to do something a little different. We used to greet one another. I am an integrated Catholic and just love that when we stand up and say hello to each other. Peace be with you is what we would say, and I just love that. And Delane, who has been in this center for 30 years, I think, or more, when it was on Main Avenue. When you were born, yes. She was, I miss saying good morning to each other, and with the COVID thing and going into isolation, we've come back out again. We're just not saying good morning to each other. So here's how we're going to do it safely. So we're not holding hands or anything like that. We don't want anyone to feel unsafe. But we are going to greet one another, and we're going to use the Namaste greeting. And what that means is that and it's, you can say it in many ways, but we're going to say it this way. The divine light in me honors the divine light in you. And so for Larry and I would say namaste, the divine light in me honors the divine light in you. And then he would say it back to me. And if you can't remember it, it's right there on the screen. And, the bow, I went to high school and college in Japan, and I just loved the way they greeted each other with a bow. Again, it's a safe way to say hello, say good morning, and say I love you. So let's do a namaste greeting. So just 3 or 4 people, let's try this. You can pick 3 or 4 people close to you. So namaste.
Namaste. The divine light in me honors the divine light in you. I can't leave it out.
Namaste, Bhav. The divine light in me loves the divine light in you.
All right. Namaste. Divine light in me.
Very nice. How was that, everybody? Like it? Yeah, I think you liked it. You liked it, huh? Good. And, you can say anything you like. It's just this, I thought maybe, to give you some idea. Now, at the end of service, we're going to do a benediction like we always do. But with the benediction, we're going to circle the room. And you don't have to go back behind Doug. Doug is in costume. He is Doug the sound man. And you don't have to go behind Doug, but rather, ladies, raise your hand. There's right in front of these ladies, we've created an aisle for you. So we can actually get all the way around the sanctuary. And again, no holding hands, but rather in prayer position. And we're going to hear our benediction that way. Won't that be lovely? And so I just wanted to let you know we're changing it up, and you know how much I love that. So any demonstrations? I did mention Reverend Susan's dual ordination, so that's definitely a demonstration we've been waiting for 2 years, as she's been in yet another seminary. And Larry the clown has one.
Yeah, and in all seriousness, not clowning around. Yesterday at dinner after Susan's event, what I witnessed in the sky was absolutely a demonstration of a higher power. The sunset was like none I'd ever seen.
There was a sunset over the Golden Gate, and from Skates on the Bay, a restaurant I highly recommend. And you did overeat.
I didn't say anything about overeating.
Oh, I'm sorry, but you were complaining all the way home about not feeling well.
Yeah, I did.
Because you...
I said, I'm going to have a dessert, but I'll only have a bite or 2, and then I'll take it home. I could have licked the plate.
So there's a demonstration on discipline, or not. Anyone else have a demonstration? All right, well, let's proceed. Let's do our vision, mission, and purpose together. Our vision: we are a welcoming sanctuary community where all are accepted, valued, and supported in the global family. And our mission: we inspire personal and global transformation through the teachings of science of mind. And our purpose: in joy and love, we connect in service to all life. And so I have the pleasure of, I think there's a witchy woman that we're bringing aboard here. She is got a witch's consciousness. A good witch. She's good. She's a good witch, and I love her. Debbie Putnam, Reverend Debbie Putnam. We are fine.
Thank you, Reverend Sharon.
And if the children want to go play with this clown in the other room, he's got things for you to do.
All right.
You want to hit it?
So this is a time when the children can join the clown. Larry.
The biggest clown you'll ever meet.
It was also very nice, I got to admit. But anyway.
How you guys doing?
So let's drop into that space that is always within us, that we've just honored the light in each other. With your eyes closed or open, there's a place within that is always waiting for you. It is always there. There is one power, one presence, one infinite life. And that life is the life of God. It is the life of each and every one of us here. That life is present right now as the growth physically, spiritually, emotionally, and in every way of this spiritual center, the Sacramento Center for Spiritual Living, as it supports each and every one who is drawn here, each and every one who comes and is open at the top, just like we are. Today we have the most amazing talk given through Reverend Sharon, the most amazing children's program with Larry, the most amazing board, sound, technology, all of the things, everything works together for highest good. And especially what we are ready to hear and know, our hearts, our minds, our beings are open to our good, and how we take that good, infuse our own lives, and then infuse the lives of others and the world. And so right now I bring the election into this benediction, as I know divine right action, highest and best, is all that is happening. And whoever our leaders are, whatever is decided, that there is a good working through each and every one, that the divine intelligence of being is what is happening. And that is the only thing leading our country. It is divine intelligence, it is divine presence, it is divine power, and there is nothing else. This is all that is. I give thanks, and so it is.
And so it is.
And now for our readings. A steadfast determination to attain some purpose, the letting go of all that opposes it, a complete reliance upon the law of good, and an unqualified trust in spirit. This is real power. Ernest Holmes. And from Jane Goodall and Douglas Abrams. Okay. The indomitable human spirit is that quality in us that makes us tackle what seems impossible and never give up. And this one's attributed to Charlie Chaplin. The trouble is, you won't fight. You've given in. Think of all the power that's in the universe, moving the earth and growing the trees. That's the same power within you, if you only have the courage and the will to use it. And so now we have magical music from Bev and Jan. Greg. I don't know what's going on in my brain. It's like my brain
that's
this
just
morning.
clouding around you.
I know. Like, I
He
have
could
your
be-
alter ego.
Maybe he's Jim for Halloween.
Okay. Thank you for your
My wonderful husband and partner, Greg Newlon. I hear the music. Sing it back. I hear the music. Down in my soul.
Down in my soul.
I hear the music.
I hear the music.
Down in my soul.
Down in my soul.
I hear the music.
I hear the music.
Down in my soul.
Down in my soul.
And the whole wide world is my home. We're going to hear that at the end of each verse, and the whole wide world is my home, and we'll sing that together. I got a new day.
Got a new day.
Down in my soul.
Down in my soul.
I've got a new day.
Got a new
I've got a new day down in my soul, and the whole wide world is my home. I love the silence down in my soul. I love the silence down in my soul. I love the silence down in my soul. And the whole wide world is my home. Okay, here we go. I feel the power. I feel the power down in my soul. Down in my soul. I feel the power. I feel the power. Oh, down in my soul. I feel the power. Oh, down in my soul. And the whole wide world is my home. And the whole wide world is my home. Thank you, Gospel Choir of the Sacramento Center for Spiritual Living.
We love you. And if you're wondering about their outfits, they are Dia de los Muertos. They are honoring those who are our ancestors. And the black guitar was done deliberately to go with their outfits. They are men and women in black. So we are still working with, this is our last Sunday actually, working with the Power to the People that we have been with all month long. And again, how relevant is that? And today is a focus on power to create a world that works for everyone. And the other part of that is and all creation. And I like to add that just for all sentient beings, meaning our environment, the rocks, my puppy, although she's a one anyway. So today I'm going to bring to you a couple of ideas from great thinkers. We're going to start with, of course, Ernest Holmes. And who is Ernest Holmes but the founder of our teaching, the author of our textbook, The Science of Mind, and many other books. And he did a sermon at Asilomar, which is where the religious scientists were gathering for convention. And we still do. In fact, we used to go every summer, and now it's every other. So make sure you mark your calendar when it's time to go to Asilomar. It is a wonderful place. And he gave the Sermon by the Sea. By the way, Laura Linza painted this painting on the wall, which is our teaching symbol, and I love to see that with the ocean in the background because it reminded me of Asilomar, and I kind of gave her that vision when I came back, and she painted that for us. And what he said is, and I find this so profound, find me one person who is for something and against nothing, who is redeemed enough not to condemn others out of the burden of his soul. And I will find another Savior, another Jesus, and an exalted human being. Now, he is not saying be a goody two-shoes and always talk nice. He's saying reframe. Reframe into the positive. Affirm what it is you desire. And we talk about this a lot. You know, we talk about, okay, how I work it first is, and it's very much like spiritual mind treatment when we have a purpose statement for the prayer. We start with a purpose statement, and it doesn't have to be positive. I don't like this about my life. I want this. We can do anything in that purpose statement because we want to tell the truth about what's formulating. Not our final idea, but what's formulating in us. And then we take that and we find a matching principle, a God principle, which is what is true for all. And we match it and we elevate that thing that we want into the science of mind, where it then becomes a demonstration or it shows up. And so if we are to say, well, I just don't like that, and leave it that way, then we would have more of I don't like that. We would have more war, more poverty, more hunger. Instead, we find that person in ourselves that is for something and against nothing. So we would take that thing and become affirmed. Does this make sense? So if we want peace in our nation, and we talk about all the time, we talk about the divide, what are we going to get?
More divide.
The divide. Multiplying. This is a concept we obviously are not grasping as a human race. This is not something that we're getting at any level where we turn the TV on and watch the news. You just don't get to the news where they take all of the events happening and they translate it into God principle. And I don't know why. Because it takes time. And we like to catastrophize. And we like to dramify. This is not a week we want to do that. This is a week that has me so emotionally present. How about you? Please raise a hand if anyone's emotionally present. Thank you. I don't like to be alone up here, even though for some reason I am here, alone up here every Sunday. But I want to be for something all week long. I want to contribute from that being for something. Do you want to do that with me?
Yes.
Oh, I guess I got a little emotional. G.N.Z. Senjon, a Zen Buddhist, says, if you want the truth to stand clear before you, never be for or against. The struggle between for and against is the mind's worst disease. Is that wild? Rumi says, out beyond ideas of wrongdoing and right doing, there's a field. I'll meet you there. When the soul lies down in that grass, the world is too full to talk about ideas, language, even the phrase, each other. Which brings us back to there is no other. We are one, connected, as beautiful Reverend Debbie's prayed this morning. Whatever happens, it will happen for us. Mark my word. And especially if we see it that way. Rumi also said, When we get rid of the fences, we used to separate us from one another. We might find that that field is closer than we imagined. I'm setting us up for a week like no other. A week our country has never seen. I'm setting us up to get out there and shore up what we want to have happen in the world by being for oneness rather than divide, for brother-sister love, for all have instead of the have and have-nots, seeing each other as caring for one another, no matter what. You know, Socrates said, believe me, I've been with this all week, the secret of change is to focus all of your energy not on fighting the old, but on building the new. You know, it's tempting to make those who see things differently as the enemy. Is it tempting? Has it happened to you where your beliefs have made you into the enemy? And to self-righteously soothe myself with my so-called intellect, I'm better than you, I'm better than you, you can't come over, we don't agree. But where is the compassion in all that? And what does retaliation do except build a wider chasm in a world in desperate need of unity, peace, and understanding? I don't even want to think of the word retaliation. I think I will stay with compassion this week. Compassion for myself. It's been a rough ride. It's been a rough ride to walk that path. But I'm proud of myself. I am. I have faced every temptation. I've even caught myself mid-sentence. I've even apologized in the car after saying something that just flew out of my mouth to my clown, my other half. I said, I can't believe I just said that. I'm not walking my talk. Do you ever do that? Thank you. What Ernest Holmes suggests, anytime we fight something, anytime we resist something, we only cause it to grow and fester. This is the science of mind. We are the observers. This week, we are observing, for me, sometimes beyond my capacity to understand. And consider myself fairly intelligent, and I just cannot figure things right now. I cannot understand humanity right now. I just can't in some ways. But I have faith. Oh boy, unshakable, unstoppable. I have faith that something wonderful is being created right now for us. That we are getting loud messages that something new is on the horizon. A better understanding of what we're missing in being divided. We miss each other. We're starting to get very tired of it. I think we really want peace and love. I think we really want to solve our problems. I think we want to solve climate change and hunger and war. I think we want to solve these things. But it is an inside job by individuals before it ever gets to the collective. Yikes! This is a me and you starting to create world peace, to create a world that works for everyone. It starts with the individual, and then it comes outward to the collective, meaning we can't be silent. We can't be quiet. But we have to be spiritual translators and be out loud for something and against nothing. The global vision for our movement, Centers for Spiritual Living, says, we envision a world that works for everyone and for all creation. Can you imagine that vision? And remember, the vision that we have, the one we have for our life, the one we have for our country, which we do, and the one we have for our spiritual community, that's the banks of the river. That's what holds us. It doesn't necessarily mean that we have arrived, but instead, that's where we're going. That's the flow. That's the point. That's the thing. And everything unlike it cannot happen. So if you have a vision for your life and it's not in the vision that you have created for your life, and I hope everyone has. I created a vision for my life years ago, way before I was a practitioner, way before I was a minister, way before I was even in this teaching, maybe not. And that vision still holds true, and it mentioned ministry. Like, how wild is that? I said, I minister to others. Okay, so it's important to have a vision, because a vision drives itself. And the vision for our country is so beautiful. I think it's something about equality, justice for all. It's so beautiful. And the thing that is true is that we sometimes feel like, well, what can I do? Do you ever feel like that? And then you just kind of go have a cupcake. What can I do? The truth is, every contribution, every action scientifically counts. So if it's an action that doesn't serve our vision, it counts. It's kind of like going backwards. It's kind of like a relapse. It really doesn't help us. It really is a discipline. Like, you really have to commit to this. This really is a lifetime way of being. This is a way of living life. It's wonderful. And, you practice it in every part of yourself, your words, what you see, who you hang out with. It's giant. And through unity and collaboration, we unleash this potential of collective power, which is why we're here, sitting in this chair right now, standing up here in this really awesome costume. We come here to make a difference, not only in our own lives, but the lives of our community. And as I said yesterday when I did the charge for Susan's ordination, is that you are to continue being the conduit for answered prayer, for the community, for the nation, for the world. That's a big charge. That's our charge. That's our charge this week. God bless America. And let us pray. Thank God there is a power called by many names, celebrated all over the world. Yahweh, Allah, God, the Great Spirit, avatars, Buddha, Jesus, Muhammad. And from that power, all is created. The Creator created creation. And I am that. And because I know this, because there's only one mind, I know this for each one of us here. And that Creator creates us together, connection, interdependent, needing one another to survive. I am that is, and I am endowed then with all the power. I'm endowed with that love and that light and that power and that abundance and that wisdom and that intelligence and joy, light and life. I am the walking divine human. And so in that identity, I commit my life to serving my brothers and sisters, to being that minister of God's work, to being that one who disciplines myself to right speech, to right work, to right action. And when I fall, I commit to forgiving myself. I forgive myself, my human frailty, my impulsivity, my reactivity. I'm okay. I just pick myself up and get back in the race. That's life. God bless this country, this week, the outcome, and know that it will be peaceful. I am so grateful this prayer was answered before time. I release my word into the law that always makes it certain, because it was done in love, with conviction. It's good for all. And please agree with me as we say, and so it is.
With the power of our mind. time. This is the perfect place. This is the perfect way. This is the perfect pace. This is the perfect time. This is the perfect place. This is the perfect way. This is the perfect pace.
Oh, beautiful.
Amazing music. Thank you, Bev and Greg. And amazing talk. Thank you, Reverend Sharon. Exactly what we need. And even before we get to the offering, I'm going to go off book, which she sometimes still loves me for. Actually, she's always wonderful. And say, we've been given a call to action by Reverend Sharon in the talk that we just had. And the call to action for me is to find that thing that I stand for. And there may be more than one thing. And so I'd like to take about a minute right now and have each of you just go within. You don't have to say what it is, because it may be something very private. And find what that thing is that you are for, so that you can hold that as your torch this week and next week as we go through this time together. So I'm just giving you a moment of quiet to find that thing. Ernest Holmes famously said that there is a power for good in the universe and you can use it. Your word has power as you speak this thing, and as you know it internally, as you hold this vision, this torch in front of you. This has power. This is world changing. It changes you, it changes the world around you. And we love you. I love you. Thank you for holding that torch. Now it's our offering time, and we are offering you an opportunity to give, because we are part of the giving and receiving, the abundance of the universe. This abundance is everywhere all the time. Sometimes that's easy to forget. Sometimes it seems like there's not enough. As we give, it's like breathing, right? We breathe out, we breathe in. We have to be in this mode of giving and receiving, and we appreciate so much all of the abundance, both those of you who are watching online, everyone in this room, all of the abundance that is shared with this center that is enabling us to build this place physically and in consciousness and support our community. It's amazing. So thank you so much. We are able to give using the donate button on saccsl.org. We are also able to mail a check, but also there is this wonderful QR code that you can scan. You can even probably hold your phone up, scan that right here and right now, and get this thing on your phone that you can click and then donate. It's so easy. It's a wonderful, technology is so wonderful. So thank you for your gifts. And
Also tithing envelopes or giving envelopes in the back of each chair, if that helps you.
thank you. And so now our abundance affirmation is, say with me, in consciousness of abundance, I give freely, knowing that I am freely given to. And you can sing with our abundance song.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have.
just like we have a donate button, we have a prayer button. So you can go on our marvelous website, saccsl.org, push the prayer button, put in your prayer, and it's like magic. This prayer gets shot out by our beloved senior minister to our prayer community, including me, and we pray on it all week, and then we love to hear the results because, we love praying and we love that prayer works. Who loves that prayer works? Right? I know. It's like we can change our lives. It's amazing, and we do all the time, every day. We have a first Saturday class that is continuing. It's for 8 months. And that's this coming Saturday, the Art and Science of Spiritual Mind Treatment. Who's been to any of these classes? Quite a few people in here. Yeah, I've heard good things about it. So would you recommend? Yes, I'm seeing some serious nods in the group. So come to the first Saturday class this Sunday. It's from 10 to 1. I'm sorry, this coming Saturday. It's from 10 to 1. And join Reverend Sharon for the Art and Science of Spiritual Mind Treatment. And then we are taking collections again for the Wellsprings Women's Center. You can go online to our website or to their website and see what they're looking for. There are also flyers out front. The collections are taking place now through November 17th. And separate from that, but just as important, we are doing a winter coat drive for those who are, sometimes we talk about the unhomed. These are the uncoated. That is, maybe they don't have something warm for the winter, and so some of us have coats, or we can get them and donate them to provide this warmth. And that is also through November 17th. And then we're going to have a pop-up market. And I'm not quite sure what a pop-up market is, so maybe it looks like it's going to have artisans and music and fun, and Bev is going to explain.
I can vamp, right? So I think this is something that Laura is putting together,
Yes,
like
it
Laura
is.
Linza. And I know she has wonderful artwork that she's going to have there. I think she's connected with some other artists as well,
Yes.
to bring people into the center and have live music. And so it will be just as if you were going to one of those wonderful arts and crafts fairs, but just localized to the center,
And
popping up here.
And if you're a vendor, you can.
If you are a vendor and you'd like to join in, you can contact
Laura.
Linza.
Yeah.
All right.
And also, don't buy from Amazon until you go to the pop-up.
That's exactly what I was about to say. Okay, pop-up first, Amazon second, or whomever. Join with me in our affirmation. This is our gift to you this week. This whole service, of course, is our gift to you this week. I stand in my power in creating a world that works for everyone. And remember, you have that power. And now for our closing song.
Circle back to the beginning, and y'all can sing along with us this time if you'd like.
I'll meet you in the morning before the world begins. Give up the same old story and start all over again. I'll meet you there. Deep inside, I'll meet you there. Where we can fly, I'll meet you there. Take it from the heart, I'll meet you there. And to places so, let's take this party to the street.
Yeah.
Shake it up and move your feet. Come on, everybody, I'll meet you there. Come on, everybody, I'll meet you there. Come on, everybody, I'll meet you there.
All right. Take it out, Ricky. Okay, now we're gonna do it.
All right, circle up.
Everyone circle around the room.
I don't think this is on.
Hello? Okay. So we're going to circle up. And
All the way around. There we go. Where am I going? We did it! Prayer position.
So
oh my
put-
gosh, you do as you're told. That's so good. And there's another way to do it.
This is my position.
Okay.
So as we're in prayer position, knowing that we've seen this light in each other, and we had this namaste at the beginning, now we know this light in each other as we do the benediction. In the knowing of today, in the knowing of each other, in the sacred space that is ourselves, each other, and the world, there is only one. This oneness connects us heart to heart, mind to mind, and soul to soul, as we create a world that works for everyone and all creation. This infinite good is all that is happening right here and right now, blessing each and every one in this room, blessing each and every one watching, blessing each and every one our lives touch in any way and in every way. There is absolute good happening here. I declare and know it to be so. It is the good happening right here and right now, blessing our lives as we go forth in strength, in power, in joy, and in love. It is done. I give thanks. I give thanks for answered prayer. And so it is.
So it is. And now we have potluck.